Hey, what's going on YouTube? Here we got the S&P futures coming up on Friday tomorrow, last day of trading for the week, and here's a weekly chart. You can see the encompassing red candle all this week. Today it took a dump, which was pretty big. Broke previous lows here and rebounded up to previous lows, so it did a bearish retracement today as well. This is a 5-hour chart. On a daily, we got a encompassing candle here, piercing, broke previous high, and that was our EMA 8. So once it broke that, continued, and here's the bounce. It's starting to bounce. This is actually today, Friday's candle is starting. So we got support at 2,000. Also, I want to mention again that it failed to reach its lower high and made a lower high of a lower high. And you can see that on a weekly chart. Here's our lower highs, and now it failed. See what happens. We do have support at 2,000, so maybe it'll bounce and come back and reach it. But you never know. We are coming off a double bottom. So there you go. Things are turning around. The Dow, same thing. Here's a weekly chart, and what we have here is something else. What we have here is lower highs, and then a breakout, and now it's a whipsaw. So far, we still got 1 day of trading, but so far we've made a double top for the week, and it has come down below previous lower highs. So let's see if we can close below these previous highs, or previous higher lows. And again, we have support down here at 17. Who knows? Could bounce here and try again. Never know. US dollar started to fall, but then recovered. And you can see here on a weekly chart that we've got indecision. And it looks like we got a little bump today already, but let's go dig deeper. Here's the daily. So you can see how it broke down and recovered, making a symbolic hammer, but all I can say is that's a long wick, and add 3 more like that and maybe we can find a bottom. But it's being rejected now by the EMA 8 on a daily chart. Let's go dig deeper. There's a 5-hour chart, and you can see that long wick again, and then a recovery. Being rejected now on a 5-hour on the trend. So looks like it okay, so it broke down, recovered, got rejected, and here recovered, and hopefully now we're being rejected again. Here's the yen. I believe that we started looking at this at the beginning of the week at 110 as it broke down, and it has just fallen apart since then. That's nasty. It's a wonder why everyone in Japan is finally finding a safe to hide their money at home, because there's no way they're keeping this stuff in the bank. So that looks bad. that's a daily chart. Let's look at a weekly. See how we're going to close out. See that long candle? And it's breaking below previous highs. Let's see, previous low is at 105. Could get support here at 107. Looks like it already bounced off of 107, which is this line, this partial meeting line, and this hammer. So it bounced off support at 107, and let's see what happens as the week closes out. Crude, doing a little bouncing, but that could be its bearish retracement. On a weekly, here's a daily, bounced off the trend. We got resistance here at the 1338.30. So it knocked into resistance and backed off, which resistance is over here in these highs. Doesn't look good. That looks like a bearish flag. On 5-hour chart, it looks like it bounced pretty well. So anything can happen. But follow this trend line here, and make sure you stay above that. Could see another 38, tap back, maybe make another top. But on a 5-hour chart, this looks like it could be one of those that broke in above and did a bearish or bullish retracement. So we could be looking at a bottom. But as far as the weekly goes, that got rejected by the 34 trend already, but found support and it bounced. So let's see where it ends up tomorrow, in the close tomorrow. And monthly, a long ways to go for the month, but so far it's been rejected by the EMA 8 on the monthly. So there you go. On to silver. Here's that little pop that I was waiting for all week, finally. It went all the way up to 1540 and came back down. Bullish retracement, maybe. But as far as the long-term trend, the difference between, let's just go over this 5-hour chart on crude. Okay, the difference between this bullish retracement and this bullish retracement is that silver has been consolidating over the 34 on a longer term chart for a long time. Okay, it broke above here. It's been consolidating for weeks. Difference is crude, this is its first week above that 5-hour chart. Or on a weekly, it's not consolidating over the 34 at all. So that's the difference. Pay attention. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because the trend is down on crude, and the silver trend is consolidating over its trend. This is a bullish consolidation over its trend line. It's 34. So that's a big difference. Pay attention when you're buying these things. Gold had a nice pop today. Awesome pop. And it consolidated sideways for the rest of it. That's 5-hour. On a daily, it's almost over its little where we want to be. We want to close the week over 1240. So this is a nice, it broke down, but this is a W pattern. And it could be, well, you can see the higher lows, and you can see the trend. It needs to get over this previous high, previous high, and stay above the trend. Ultimately, we want to be above this high over here, but it's a good start and recovery. Looks like another thing is, I mentioned that we need to be careful because we have a double top here and a head and shoulders top pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Looks like that was bonked as we got a lower high here and it went up. See how we close tomorrow. Anything could happen. But this W pattern is bullish. We've got higher lows in the W pattern, bullish, and it could negate this head and shoulders top. Weekly bounced pretty well, and again that EMA 8 on our weekly. We need to get above that. Right now we're putting in a double top on a weekly. So get above EMA 8 first of all. Second of all, get above the 1245. And this top here, get above that, which is correlated to that support. So it looks like we hit resistance and backed off. See what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow will be important. GDX, during the first part of the week, we were looking for a bounce off the EMA 8, and certainly did. It was watch out below or bounce, and we bounced. GDX is the gold miners, the market vectors gold miners, and that was awesome bounce. Did exactly what it's supposed to do. Use that 8 as your support all the way up. Follow the 8 all the way up. Okay, so now let's go over some of these ones that follow the GDX bounce and the little pop in gold and silver. Here is AUY. Look for a previous high break. You can either go in on this previous high here, which is 329, because it's correlated with this top here, 329, or you can wait and see blue skies above 334. Weekly, you can see, put our lines in. Now you can see it popped above our weekly 34, bounced off the 8, and now it's primed to move higher. Take another leg up, which is, it got rejected by this right here, which is these previous lows here. Could be a pop up to 50% of this candle. This long, you can always use long red candles. Use 50% of it as a resistance line, which correlates with this top here. So look for a run to 5. Could easily run to 5. You got to pass 4 first, though. Okay, AUI, and I hope everyone watched this one today, as AAU took a nice push towards the dollar. Just did an out of nowhere gap, but here it gapped and ran all the way into previous lows. So don't chase it. Wait for some kind of a bullish retracement. Although, you never know what could happen, but I'm just saying it's running into resistance. It gapped, broke previous highs, and ran. and it ran into previous lows, which was fun to watch. I hope someone caught that, especially when it gapped and ran above the previous highs. And you can see how breaking above the 34 and following that 8 all the way up, did break down below the 8, but still got a lot of support when you break above the 34 weekly trend. I had to sell my CLF today. I wanted to just mention that. I'm not holding. I wasn't holding a big, large amount. I was hoping to stay in this pattern, but obviously it closed outside of the pattern today, and I closed out at the end of session. So, and it closed below my trend. Obviously, on a weekly chart, it's still bullish, but I wasn't prepared to wait and see how far it's going to go down. So I just admitted I made a mistake and got out, and because also the GDX took a bounce and wants to move higher, I think there's just going to be a lot of movers. So I'll just catch the next run. My loss was minimal. No big deal. Just had to admit that I made a mistake. And again, I sold because it closed outside of my pattern. It closed below my trend, 34. And yeah, it's just one reason after another. So I had to get out. I made a mistake. I held it for just a couple days. So I figured I was buying into support, but no, and that support turned into resistance. So that being said, I wasn't ready to watch it fall to the next previous low, which was 264. Quite honestly, I probably made a mistake by selling, because tomorrow it'll probably bounce right back in and so I got whipsawed out. So yeah, that's the risk I have to take. I'm going to check out these other ones though. Eldorado Gold. You can see that the bounce is moving forward. A close above the 8 and the 34 on a weekly close is going to be a nice buying opportunity for this EGO. So something to watch. If you missed that, just be prepared to take a previous high break, which you can take with it 355, which you got 2 points, or you can wait until the previous high break high, which is 373. Here is FSM. Because GDX had that nice bounce, I'm going to be watching these on previous high breaks. You can see the bounce off the 8, and it's continuing. So 426 on a flat top break could take you to previous lows, which is, let's look at a monthly to see if we can find it. Previous lows is at 5. Gonna ride this candle. Yeah, 5. 425 will see 5. See what happens. We are working off a double bottom here, which seems improbable, but these things are moving pretty good once they get legs. I think that's it. Watch GDX. Finally got some push on the miners. Nice bounce. I think GDX wants to move forward. Gold and silver look good still. Silver still needs to move higher. Watch for a break on 16. If you guys see anything that I missed that looked like a great opportunity because of GDX, let me know in the comments. But I'm not working with a lot of money, so find me some small ones, okay? And watch this Japanese USD, and let's see what the dollar does to close out the week. It should be falling, but it's not. Also, S&P, look for that to close and not meet its maker. And also the whipsaw on the Dow. See what happens on the open tomorrow. Other than that, thanks for watching. Let me know what's going on out there, and please comment, share. It looks like my subscriber list just shot up a whole bunch in the past couple days. Well over 700 now. When I started doing these videos, I was at 360 or so, I think. So, doing well. Not a lot of dislikes except for some posers. And share and comment. Let me know what's going on out there. And thanks for subscribing. See ya.